All right, Mo, I picked the topic Tuesday.
Okay.
Pujols and Fielder got paid this offseason. How much will Votto make in
Been a
2013?
good off season for Joey Votto. Pujols and Fielder get $454 million across the next 9 to 10 years combined. Joey Votto is going to break the bank and could approach $200 million levels, especially if you think about the fact the economy's still not very good right now. If the economy's better in 2 years, and obviously we hope it is, how many more teams could join the bidding, and how high will the price go? Joey is going to make an unfathomable amount of money, which we already knew, but the two contracts to Fielder and Pujols have just confirmed that.
All right, are we happy that Coco is gone officially for good?
Look, I thought Francisco Cordero was a little unfairly maligned here, and I will admit, especially end of 2010, I didn't love him, the idea of closing big games in the postseason, and unfortunately, he never really got a chance. But if you were to look at the Reds' problems from 2008 to the end of 2011, I'm not even coming close to starting with who occupied closer. I thought last year Francisco Cordero, and he had the one really rough stretch before the All-Star break. I thought Francisco Cordero was really good last year. I thought he was sort of underappreciated here. And I wonder what role he has had, what positive role he has had with, guys like Johnny Cueto and even other guys in that bullpen. That said, look, I'm happy. I think the Reds have done better by getting Ryan Madson, but, I don't have to make it about Coco not being here. I have no reason to wish him anything but success in Toronto.
Does UC bounce back Saturday?
It's interesting. Under the radar has been Rutgers, and now UC has to go on the road for 3 of their next 4. Rutgers has beaten Connecticut. They've played LSU really tough. They went to Pittsburgh and absolutely slaughtered them. They lost to Georgetown by 2. They've beaten Florida. That's a good basketball team. The RAC is a really tough place to play. I do think they're going to bounce back, but I don't know that it's going to be as immediate as everybody tends to think. I think this team is good enough defensively. I think they have enough skill and enough talent to certainly win on Saturday in New Jersey. But I would hardly be surprised if they did. And look, you can excuse a couple of losses, but when you get to 3, that becomes a streak, and every loss and win now impacts that NCAA tournament resume. So I think they bounce back. The question is, do they bounce back immediately? And my answer to that is, I don't know.
All right, last question.
Yeah.
Zimmer's back, right?
Mike Zimmer, we're talking with Joe Reedy today. The longer this goes, the more you tend to think that Mike Zimmer's, going to be around. But until Tampa Bay hires a coach, and you really aren't hearing much that he's a prime candidate in Indy, although I think he should be. Yeah, you seem to lean toward believing that Mike Zimmer is going to be back in Cincinnati. As far as him as a guy, I kind of hope he gets a gig, but I do think he's going to be a really tough guy to replace in Cincinnati. So the Bengals fan in me obviously hopes that he stays. And right now, that looks like a maybe more distinct possibility than you could have said a week ago. Anything else?
No, that was it.
All right, good. Email mo@espn1530.com. Tweet at moegger1530. Thank you.